Hello and welcome to BELLAME. If you are watching this video, that means that you have made the life-changing decision to join an incredible brand, and I am thrilled and honored to welcome you. My name is AJ Yates, and I am a Presidential Director with BELLAME, and this video is going to be going over some onboarding and just the things to do in your first 30 days to really kickstart your business. So all of this information is going to be listed in the guide section of Bella Boss Babes. And like I said, it will be over a 30-day period. You could do it all at once. You could do it all in a day, or you could spread it out and do a little bit every day. It's really up to you. But I would recommend two things. First, pause this video and get a pen and paper because you're going to want to take notes. It is a ton of information. You don't have to know it all. You don't have to memorize it all. But to be able to reference it later, that would be good. Also, the onboarding workbook that is also in the guide section under this video, print it off if you can. If not, you can have the digital version of it, but if you don't have a printer. But I would recommend having that and working your way through it with this video. So after this video, it's going to be a series of different topics breaking down your first 30 days. And the guide is meant to go along with that. So if you have one without the other, it might not make sense. So go ahead and pause this video and get those two things. Okay, now that you're back, these are going to be some casual videos, right? So I'm going to be in a hoodie the whole time probably because that's the beauty of working from home. But with that, I do want to say, make sure, put this on your list, make sure you go to your back office, click on shop, and then go get you some merch. Because wearing stuff like this, not only is it comfortable, especially if you're at home, but being out in public, you get to rep the brand. People will ask you what the brand is, and that gives you an opportunity to talk to them about it. Also, anytime you're doing reels or stories or anything, even if you aren't talking about anything to do with BELLAME, you are getting the brand in front of them. So put that on your list as one of your top things to do. Go and get you some merch. All right, so let's dive in, and I'm going to share my screen. All right, so here is the onboarding workbook that you'll find in the guide section of Bella Boss Babes, and we're gonna go ahead and get started. So the first page is a little welcome from me, and I do wanna point out two things on this. One, I just talked about that this is meant to go along with the guide section of Bella Boss Babes. But another thing, and you can read through this right now or later, whatever, but I do wanna talk about real quick before we dive into things that this business can 100% change your life. It changed my life. It truly did. I work from home now. My baby is here. My husband retired. He gets to do real estate now, something that he loves versus having to do, right? We're living a life right now I would have never imagined when I said yes to this opportunity. But I do want to point out that this is a simple business, but it does require hard work. So I'm never going to tell you that this is easy, but what I am going to tell you is that I'm going to give you, along with your leaders, the skills that it takes to be successful. It is up to you to take that gift, to take those skills and run with it. So, are you ready? If you're ready, what I want you to do is I want you to comment on this video your why. Why are you doing this? What would your life look like 5 years from now, a year from now, whenever, if everything came true that you were hoping for? So I want you to comment that, and that's how I'm going to know if you watched this video or made it to this point, because you'll be tagged in this. But I want you to write on this video what your why is. Is it to, one of my whys is to put my kid, future kids, into private school. I really want to do that. You know, at the very beginning, one of my major whys was, like I said, letting my husband stay home and work from home with me and go into real estate so that I didn't have to travel alone and he could travel with me. There's pay off debt. There's so many different things, but what is your why? And I want you to write why you're doing this business and underneath this video. And then I want you to also tag your mentor or the person who introduced you to this brand so that they can see it as well. Okay, so we're just going to dive in, and I'm going to go over the basics of the business, and then other videos will go deeper into it. But right now, we're just going to talk about how do you get paid, right? So there are 3 ways to BELLAME. The first one is retail customers. So if someone purchases on your account as a retail customer, you get 25% base commission off of that order, right? The more you sell towards the end of the month, whatever you end the month at is how you can get a raise throughout the month. So if you end 3,000 plus in sales, you'll actually end up getting 40% off of retail purchases. So for retail customers, it is a one-time purchase. They are not locked into anything. They also don't get any discounts or anything like that. They will get the 20% off if they opt into the text messages from corporate, but they don't get that extra 10%, all the different things the Beauty Passport customers get. But this is how you earn. You do earn a little bit more on retail purchases. It is a one-time purchase, and that's why. The second way is Beauty Passport customers. So someone goes on your boutique and they sign up for the Beauty Passport program. You get 20%, they get 10%. You get 20% of that purchase. And then, like I said, where you end the end of the month is where if you get the higher percentage or not. The cool thing is that it's combined between the two. So you don't have to have 3,000 of just retail or 3,000 of just Beauty Passport. If you have 3,000 plus at the end of the month, then you'll get 40% on all of your retail sales. And you'll get 35% all of your Beauty Passport sales. So we are paid bi-weekly on sales and things like that. So you will get the base 25 or 20% on your every 2-week check. And then your extra will go into your check on the 15th of the month. It'll be that 5 to 15%. So these are, you can screenshot this if you want, but I would recommend going to the perks tab on your BELLAME boutique and reading through that page and just seeing what the difference is between the retail and the Passport customers. Because also, if a Passport customer puts products on, it's hard to say, if a Passport customer puts products on Passport auto replenishment, say that 10 times fast, they also get perks for doing that. So they get loyalty credits for every $10 they spend. The awesome thing, and that's why I'm going over this now, the awesome thing that I want you to note when you're talking about options with your customers is that the Beauty Passport program has no catches. You don't have to order a certain amount of times before they'll let you out of it or they'll charge you fees. There's nothing like that. All you have to do is either purchase the $25 annual pass or put at least one product on auto replenishment. They can go in and they can change it. They can do whatever they want before that processes, right? So that is a huge point to make whenever you are talking to customers is that they'll get the 10% off, they'll get the free shipping, they'll also get the birthday savings, advanced product review, all of that kind of stuff. But a lot of customer programs out there have catches and ours doesn't. So make sure you're writing that down right now. That is a huge perk to talk about with customers. So the third way is BELLAME brand partners, and that is what you are. So every time someone enrolls in your link by going to bellame.com, your name, and then join us, you get paid on that as well. So on a 150, you get 30. On a 300, you get 60. On a 500, you get 100. You get 20% of any additional product. So if someone signs up with just the digital kit and they add on $100 worth of product, you'll get 20%, okay? An ED Plus, which we'll talk about that later, an Executive Director Plus also gets a bonus based off on anyone in their team that enrolls. They get that if they're the next Executive Director or above. So that is why, and the only reason why I'm bringing up some comp plan things is because we're setting goals, right? Where do you want to be in the near future? You can run as fast as you want to, but kind of setting some goals now for where you want to be. Put Executive Director in your head. Write that somewhere because that is your goal, is to get to Executive Director, because then you start earning things like this. You could have you could have 5 people, someone signs someone that signs someone 5 levels deep. And if you don't have any Executive Directors between you and them, and they sign someone with a $500 product pack, you get $50. It's pretty cool, right? So that's why we're talking about a few comp plan things, just so that in your head you can, say, I'm doing this. Okay. Milestone bonuses. So milestone bonuses are kind of like a quick start program that we have. And so since you are a new partner, you are qualified for this. So if you join today, your period for the milestone bonuses is the rest of this month and the 3 following months. If you don't complete any of those within that period, it goes away. So your goal, also write this down, milestone bonuses is a #1 goal you should be trying to achieve right now. So you get $25 when you enroll your first customer with a 200 order. You get $100 when you enroll your third customer. This is on top of your commissions. Okay, so this is on top of everything that you're getting. $150 when you enroll your fifth customer, and earn $100 when you enroll your third partner. You can see on here that it's $200, $200, $200, and $150 for the requirements of those orders. So why is this so incredible? This is teaching you how to build your business. You want 5 customers for every 3 partners, right? So just kind of do that. So I want 5 customers, 3 partners, 5 customers, 3 partners, over and over and over and over and over again. And that's how you can build a healthy business. You want more customers than you have partners. So write this down. You can earn up to $375 within the month you join and 3 full months following to get these bonuses. These bonuses are paid out on the bi-weekly commission checks after you achieve them. Okay, so terms you will see a lot. So that's kind of what this call is going over all the things that you'll see a ton of and just making sure you know it all. You can go back and watch this video if you need to. So that's why I said notes, see? So PSV, so when you go into your back office and you see these numbers and it says title and it says needs, right? And it shows you what you need. So PSV is your personal sales volume. So this is the retail value of items sold to your customers as well as your personal purchases minus tax and shipping. So starter kits do not count towards your PSV and sales tools do not count towards your PSV. So it's really any product that you purchase or any product that a customer purchases on your boutique. So your total PSV, remember how I said it was like total to earn the extra percentages on your sales? Your total PSV at the end of a calendar month is what is used to determine the additional profit percentages on your sales and purchases. So that's where you'll see PSV. And so if that PSV is over 3,000, that's when you get the extra percentages. I mean, it's you get it based on where you end, but I'm just saying your goal should be 3,000 plus a month. Okay. PGS is your personal generation sales. So this will be one of the next things that's on your dashboard. So this is everyone, including yourself, on your team up to any executive director or above. So if you don't have any executive directors on your team, your PGS is your entire team. Once you have someone that hits executive director, PGS is you and everyone outside of them. DTS, it's everybody. That's including your executive directors or above. So that's all of your team. So something that's important to note is that PGS and DTS do include sales tools and starter kits. So any samples, someone purchases a $500 product pack, that goes towards your PGS and your DTS. It just does not go towards your personal sales volume. So think of your personal sales volume as sales, and then the other 2 can be sales and people signing up for the business, etc. Okay, so rank advancement goals. So on here, I have a checklist for you to go through and find some things. And so in your back office, you can go and you can click on documents and you can go and find the comp plan. It's also under BELLAME, but this is broken down in a way of, remember how I said executive director is your goal. So today is day 1 for you. So your goal is to try and get to executive director as fast as you possibly can. That's the sweet spot, okay? So I swear if someone can get to executive director, they can get to my rank, presidential director. I truly believe that. Okay, so brand partner, this is you. You signed up today, you're brand partner. You have made the decision to launch your BELLAME business. Senior brand partner is your next goal. This means that you have 250 personal sales volume. See why I did all the definitions first? So then your next rank is executive brand partner, and that means that you have 250 in PSV and you have 500 PGS. So 250, and your PGS, your sales volume can count towards your PGS. So if you have 250 in PSV, you automatically have 250 in PGS. They count for the same, and your DTS. So you need 250 in PSV and 500 in PGS. And so that PGS could come from you or anyone that you enroll. Diamond brand partner is the next one, and that's 250 PSV and 1,500 PGS. So 1,500 can come from you or all of your team. And then director. So this is where you start making some bonuses, okay? So now you have 500 PSV and 3,000 PGS. Senior director means that you have 500 PSV And I have all the charts are out here for this. So you're just kind of, this is just take a screenshot of this, write it down. This is just writing out. We have visuals of all of this, I promise. But this is just writing out your steps, okay? Senior director just means you have the 500 PSV and you have a director underneath you, which was what you just achieved before, okay? This is what's important and why I wanted to walk through this. So at senior director and above, you have to start having outside volume. So that means at senior director, you need 2,000 PGS outside of your largest leg. So say you enroll Sally, and Sally has 3,000 PGS, okay? For you to go senior director, you need 5,000. So if she had 5,000 and you have nothing outside of her, you would not be senior director. What you need is 2,000 outside of Sally. So you can get that from your personal sales. You can get that from other partners. So it's anybody outside of her counts towards that outside volume, and that grows as you go up the ranks. So executive director, that was the goal. So now you have 500 PSV, 8,000 PGS. Remember, this is your team sales. And you promoted out 2 directors with at least 3,200 outside of your largest leg. Not all your directors, just outside of your largest leg. So now you have 2 directors. You have Sally and you have Jill. Making up great names, aren't I? So Sally has 3,000, Jill has 3,000 because they're both director, okay? So you have, say you have 8,000 over, but you have volume. You have 3,200 at least outside of whoever has the most. So we'll say that Jill has 4,000. Make sure that you have 3,200 out of whatever number that your largest leg has, okay? And you'll see on the checklist that it says on here, after this call, get with your mentor and ask any questions you have to clarify, just so that you can really understand this. You do not have to know the comp plan in and out, trust me, but you do need to know your goals. You do need to know what it takes to get to this rank. And that's why we're doing this on this video. Because executive director, you have to make sure that you have that 3,200 outside of your largest leg. And we need to make sure that you know that now, so it's not month end, you're almost executive director, and then you realize you only have 2,800 outside of them, okay? So this is also, like I said, you start making bonuses. Before we go to the next slide, I do want to point out something here. This is within a given month. I remember when I first started in this industry, I thought that it was cumulative for like forever, right? It's all within 1 calendar month. So the first of every month, it goes back to 0. Start back over, okay? So that is through executive director. So why executive director? So the dollar signs, because this is where you start making bonuses. Director through executive director, you start earning title bonuses for 3 consecutive months when you maintain title. So say you go director this month, you'll get 100 this month, 100 next month, and 100 the following whenever you maintain director, director, director. Say you're blowing it out of the water and you go executive director this month. It's cumulative. So you get 100, 250, and 500 this month. You get all of them. It's not like you just get the highest. You get all of them. And then when you maintain, you get them for 3 consecutive months within that. Say you hit director this month, don't hit it the next month, but hit it again the third, you would get it the first and the third, okay? The other, and I'm not going deep into comp plan, the only purpose of me going over comp plan with you is so that you can write executive director everywhere. Write it on your notebook right now. Write it on I love taking like dry erase markers and writing things on mirrors, okay? Write executive director, because that's where you kind of want to set your sights for your first major goal that you're going for, okay? Because the other thing is not only at executive director are you paid 4 levels down, but now you start making an additional income, which is called generational pay. We have training videos, we have comp plan stuff, we have all of that for you. You do not have to know all that right now. All you have to know is what it takes to get to executive director and put your mind towards it, okay? That's all you have to do right now. All right, so before you continue, I mean, you can do this after this video, but this is in this workbook of what we're covering today. I want you to ask your mentor for a few things. If you're watching this video, that means you're in Bella Boss Babes, but I want you to ask your mentor, who are your 3 direct uplines? So who is the person who enrolled you, who is their mentor and their mentor and their mentor. In this business, we do have a lot of connectors. A lot of times people will introduce, me to somebody, and then that person doesn't really want to work the business, but the person that introduced them is the person that wants to run with it. So when I say this, get like your 3 uplines who are the most active, okay? And write down their team pages and make sure that you are getting added to those team pages. Next, I want you to ask your mentor, what are the next 3 calls or events that I need to add to my calendar? We have partner calls. When you're a director, we have director calls. We have tons of things. We have trainings. We have opportunity calls. We have a lot going on. And when you're first added, I know the groups can just look insane, right? And so ask your mentor, what are 3 things? Just give me 3 things. Simplify it for me. 3 things that I need to be on this month, okay? Current promotions and offers. So much going on. What's going on right now? What is the product that we're focusing on this month? What is that? And find that, okay? Then also ask them, what are their 3 resources that they suggest? This is books, podcasts, any of that kind of things that has helped them outside of the training that BELLAME and your team offers. What are some things that you can do? Because I'll tell you, whenever I started in this industry, one of the things that I love doing is I had a 50-minute commute to work, and I would listen to trainings and podcasts and books all the way to work and all the way back home. Multitask, okay? So ask your mentor, and in this workbook on the last page, I do have some suggestions that your leaders put together, but ask your mentor, what are their top 3? Okay, so here is your homework, okay? So I wanna make sure that you're added to BELLAME Partners. That is our corporate page. Make sure you find the announcements tab and turn on notifications for this page, because it's easy to kind of lose it all, okay? There's so much happening in groups. Facebook kind of hides stuff. So make sure that you turn on notifications. You can either Google it, YouTube, how to do that, ask your mentor, turn on notifications for that page so you're notified whenever Melissa posts something. Added to We Are BELLAME. So we have an opportunity page. So make sure that you are being added to that so that you can tag your potentials and things. You can send them information, and find the guides tab, because we're constantly updating the guides tab to make sure that there's updated relevant information in there. Make sure you're added to Bella Boss Babes, which is my team page. Turn on the notifications because there's going to be a ton of training. I always do incentives, just fun things in there. Find the guides tab, which you probably already found if you're watching this video, and watch the onboarding video. Congrats, you're doing that right now. And go through the guides tab. And like I said, very beginning of this, you can go through it all, or you can break it down into daily pieces. Your boutique link. A lot of people don't know what that is. So make sure you know that when you are sending a link to someone, it's the correct one. When I first started, I did that wrong. So bellame.com/whatever name that you created. Next thing, log into the back office and find the Bella U tab. This is our training. There's product information. There's meet the product sheets. There's a getting started section for brand new partners. Just make sure you go and find that, and you work through that, as you want, and learn about the products. That's also really good. If someone asks you a question, go look at Bella U, go click on the product and read the meet the product sheet, because you can probably find the information for that product on there. Also, if you're making stories or any posts that you're looking for facts on a product, this is a really great place to find that. Log into the back office and find partner updates tab. And this is where all of the important updates are. This is where you can catch, the replays of calls. It's where any promos, any of that kind of stuff's happening. That is all on that page. Find the dashboard. So chances are when you first logged in, it came up on dashboard, but if you're clicking around, you might get lost. Dashboard is where you're going to find the little widget that says what your next title is, and so it shows you your to-do list. It also is going to have your milestone tracker on there. It's going to have all of the different things, any incentives that we have for trips coming up. All of that will be on there. So your dashboard is kind of just like an overview of your business. You can click on your team, you can click on your customers, and there's also little information buttons that you can click near things, and it'll explain what that is. Okay, so got information from your mentor and filled out page 10. That's what we just went over, that information page from your mentor. Take pictures for before and afters of everything, because we also have, body. So we have skin before and afters, weight loss before and afters. So your face, take a picture with no makeup in light that you can be consistent with, right? So in the morning in front of a window is usually the best time to take those. But take those now so that you can see the progress and so that you can be building a story. I wish I had taken before pictures, right? I wish I had. So take those now and check that off. All right, and then send a photo of this checklist to your mentor. So what I want you to do is go through all these things and check off every one. If you're a techie person like me, check it off on your iPad. If you want to print it off, check it off, but send a photo of this checklist to your mentor so they know that you're doing this, okay? You're also going to schedule a 15-minute call with them after you watch this video, and that's on their to-do list, and it'll be on your to-do list for whenever you sign a partner, so that you can just go over, okay, what was executive director? I don't understand, like stuff like that. You can ask those things. So action steps for launching your business, that will be the next video under the guide section. So we'll go over all of that. We'll talk about making your list and reaching out to your family. We'll talk about filling your calendar. I'm telling you, I'm a checklist person. I'm walking you through one thing at a time, okay? There's gonna be videos on all of this. All of this, okay? This is really, we're diving into, I'm very passionate about taking the knowledge of how it doesn't matter if you can get to the top, if you can't train other people to do the same, right? So taking my knowledge of how I did exactly what I did to get to the top of the comp plan, I'm taking all of that and putting that into training for you, okay? Helpful resources, and I'm going through this because you can print all this off, and so you're already going to see it anyways. There's messaging formulas, there's messaging tips, talking about the product, even contact management suggestions, right? I wish I had that at the beginning. And then here's the thing about supporting your new partner and how to walk a new partner through their first 30 days of business. And then also other resources and suggested training resources. So here's some of the books and podcasts and training programs that we were talking about. So that is all I have for this video. Remember, make sure you go and you type in this video in the comments. Why are you doing this business? Why are you here right now? Why did you sign up? Is it to make another $50 a month? Because that is an incredible goal to accomplish. But is it retiring? Is it making an income that you can work from home? Is it traveling the world? Because we're going to Paris, right? You can travel all over with this business. Why are you doing this? Are you doing it for your kids? Is there something you're paying off? Is there something, whatever that is, I want you to type that out and I want you to put it out there into the world, because the first step in getting to your goals is vocalizing it and not hiding behind it. And it might be embarrassing, and that's okay. That's okay. We're all one big family here, right? Making sure that you're putting out there into the world, vocalizing it, typing it out. It's okay if you're shaking as you're typing it, but type it. Type what your goal is, what your why is. Why did you click get started and sign up for BELLAME? I want to know. Okay. So thank you for watching this video. And like I said, you could go ahead and watch the next ones if you want to, or you can take one day at a time. It's up to you. But the best is yet to come. I will always say that. And it's even better now that you're with us.